You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Liberty Online TV, the 1 year this November, and you know what's in that mean.
And throughout the month of November, na celebration period. And as you know, na time way for coming and support Liberty Online TV for continue for doing work.
And the way how we go support Liberty Online TV for continue for the online, na for send we you support.
Now for send we you support through the orange money number where you see on the screen and the other bank details them as well for make we continue for do we work. This na Liberty Online TV 1 year celebration. Na Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
This one way we all friend we safe now nobody own. You wanna get what you want we go down you belly.
As Liberty Online TV, the 1 year inside this November, we dey celebrate this anniversary with different activity them. And one of them, na hike with Liberty, we get for be Saturday, November 16. Usa we go waka go na the Mambo waterfall. The Liberty Online TV team go then at Mambo Junction, they wait for una 7 o'clock na morning. For join we, na 300 leons no more you go give, and you go get the Liberty polo and water, and you go get all the enjoyment. We get for being at the waterfall. If you want for join we, you go come now with 33 Battle Street office as the polo then already now, or call na this number 074 200 545 for place you order. Now Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the first edition of the Breakfast Show for this week, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV with a stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also now we websites where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We where they bring the program come to you this morning. My name is Khadija Bangora.
And me na Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Today is Monday, the 28th day of October 2024. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we can look at 1 year after where the government of Salon they signed a peace agreement with the All People's Congress APC Party. What did happen to this agreement as we see this BNTM? The moral guarantors and become work out in the country for talk to the party then we involved for implement this particular issue where they inside the agreement to them be signed. Well, waiting at the latest updates, how the two parties they don't implement, waiting them be signed. So now that's what we discuss on this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, this and other story them then at the program for you this morning where we can discuss, plus you will hear from the executive director for the Sierra Leone Women Are Free to Choose, where also now the spokesperson for the National Sowe Council. Let me pull a position paper this BNTM. Outside and they talk about different things then where they want the organization then for the, particularly for the child rights bill where they say they go introduce na parliament. We get in there where they believe say the organization want let the woman then stand up to. Well, for can help we for talk about this particular issue on the virtual link, we get Dr. Fumbaisia Yoko Amadou, where na the executive director for the Sierra Leone Women Are Free to Choose, and also in the national spokesperson for the National Sowe Council. Good morning, Dr. Amadou, and welcome to the Breakfast Show. All right, let me start for talk first about the press release where una issue out on Friday. Also, una state una position then say, especially for the child rights bill where they don't introduce na parliament. Una organization believes say things then they inside they were not good for Salon woman them. Let first start for talk about that press release and waiting at the issues there so una get to that particular bill day where they introduce na parliament.
Okay, Miss Pandora, thank you so much again for inviting me on this program. I think the most important thing we want to raise about this child rights bill is, first of all, not to a bad thing at all. We a very necessary for make we get legislation where they protect the rights of we picking them na Sierra Leone. That is without a doubt such a bill is necessary. So we not disagree with the bill and the intention behind the bill. Now, where we come for no say, they include a section 25, I believe, where refer to two things. It refer to female genital cutting and it refer to harmful practices. And according to what we put now a press release, this was a very sort of a sneaky way for make this current cabinet, the advisors to the president, for make the slide in a anti-FGM ban, anti-female genital mutilation ban, where we don't dey after them for a very long time for make them explain them policy and wetin dem dey do, wetin dem mean about FGM and how that this FGM relevant to we the woman dem na Sierra Leone. Because me as an anthropologist, and I dey out right now, in fact, na US I dey, I don't, this na me area where I done this study for about over 30 years, and I dey practice as well. I've been work for UNICEF, the UN as a consultant on this issue, and from the very beginning, we don't dey against this terminology, female genital mutilation. So that not the biggest issue we will get with the child rights bill. We been don't see other versions where mention give a role to UNICEF, where I don't see inside this version. So, but we still get issues. For instance, with the village committees and the omission of we traditional woman them, and then inside them or get a role inside them committees. So that's the main issue: the female genital cutting, and then the lack of a role for we traditional female leaders them, especially in this time where they talk about women's rights, women's political rights, empowering women. Why we did leave out these crucial women we get an important for play in our society.
All right, you still watch the breakfast show on Liberty TV. And remember, so you say for the watch program this morning, can send a message to the number +232 74 200 545, or you can drop your comments at the comment section at the different platform that most of watch with this morning.
A day with this morning, they talk about the child rights bill, where they just introduced the parliament inside last week. But the organization get issues with a particular clause where it say they inside this particular bill we get for do with the FGM, what they can call the Bondo Society. Doc, could they come back to you? This is a complex issue where you look, so woman then they where they in support of farm, and so other woman then they were not they in support. How na go try for rally behind other women there for let them see reason say this particular clause where they inside this bill they don't introduce na parliament not to find clause for salon woman them.
So, first of all, I want to clarify, say the vast majority of Umandem and Sierra Leone, they're in favor of the Bondo Society. You get a small number of opponents, in fact, a handful, we me know of. And we don't always extend an invitation to opponents for calm and dialogue with we, for make we get an understanding, make we understand we self, waiting exactly you you're opposed to, make we sort out whatever the issues internally. They're not agree. Most of especially the campaigners, now the money where they come out from outside donors, NGOs, and so on, we then get their own agenda, right? And and then they support the activism. The activists, some of them are very rude, very culturally insensitive, very they don't know how for go about for discuss this issue with we traditional leaders. So for me now the question is, the many of the opponents of the practice, what then they call FGM, and again I know they use that terminology there because the word mutilation no apply to what we do na Bondo and Sunday society. We know they mutilate. The definition of mutilation now way they disfigure something, or and you they and after the disfigurement there's dysfunction that they operate. We don't do that in Bondo. So FGM already, the terminology is inappropriate and it's an insult. It is an insult. Most of we know say na woman then we don't go society, na them born we. So where we use that terminology, FGM, mutilation, now we own mama then with a cause. So we have to not to ultimate way you they learn from the West, they think, and then you come and you repeat them or apply them to your own culture and your own society. We really get to educate we self inside Sierra Leone about this terminology, female genital mutilation.
Doc?
Yes.
So how on a plan for work with the members of parliament at this stage?
Right now, we talk to them, we advise them, we give them we own knowledge. There is an abundance of literature, medical literature, critical literature, where they show say the claims where the other side they make about mutilation, apply. It's incorrect, not propaganda. There's no basis for it. So we try for educate the MPs and for understand that this not an agenda where it's broader. There's so much involved because this FGM campaigning don't become an industry, a money-making industry, transnational industry. The people in America, Britain, all these women's organizations, where they lobby for money, for funding on behalf of supposedly mutilated women, Africa and girl kingdom, where they suffer, with this, with that. It's a money-making industry at our cost. And this get for stop. So we did try with our organization for educate with MPs and first of all for reject this law, not to show the cabinet minister, the gender minister, for come na parliament just without any sensitization, without any consultation, knowing the sensitivity of this issue, for come, like I say, get the audacity for tinapna parliament, in the well of parliament, before we traditional leaders them, we paramount chief them, and bring that kind bill day with that kind language day. That is absolutely unacceptable. So we try for educate we MPs them that this not so. This is the way to handle things. We all know, man. If gender minister gets an issue, they know me. They know that I have been a world expert for over 30 years on this issue. But one day, they know consults me. You don't work for UNICEF for how many years on this particular issue and the legal implications in terms of human rights and so on. But one day they consult me. It's because they know it in and they get behind this. And we not agree this time. And not a happen in Sierra Leone.
money being involved from the international community and all of that. You think say this is a deliberate act by the one that where they champion this for let this document reach parliament up till now issues then they you think say deliberate?
Absolutely deliberate. In fact, if you really pay attention and read the press release, we detail some of what on they happen in Sierra Leone over the years. This is now all about funding. Now all about the money where they get, and they're not honest. We politicians, and especially the woman politicians, they're not honest to we people them. Then they go on these meetings, UN meetings out of the country, meet with other NGOs, women's activists, women's groups, where do and then they do some kind backhanded dealings and so on with our lives without coming back and consulting with the women inside the country. This is wrong, and they have to stop that. So we they expose what they don't do in the past and what they do now. For example, this BNTM, this same minister, this same gender minister, if you now go recall about last February, it put out a press release after they now spread all over newspapers and all over the world for say 5 Pekin and die inside Bondo bush during initiation in January. That was a complete lie. It was a complete lie, and the lie is a strategy. It is a strategy for make the international global media, CNN, BBC, Guardian UK, make them broadcast these false reports overseas. That way, especially that February time, when they have February 6th, International Zero Tolerance to FGM Day. It is a big fundraising day. So the fact is there are consequences. Now, my organization now, over the past 6 months, don't tin up or defend the poor people, them villagers, completely illiterate, where they accuse falsely. So many people they'll be chasing after. We go get case after case after case after case, like case, because of this funding issue no more. This can't be done. And the minister, all of them, they know exactly what they're doing. And we get for saying no. If we have a discussion about, this practice, especially, relating to health, human rights, sexuality, we don't get a problem with that. That's my job. That is the work that I do. But if they get an issue, then get for come with evidence. You do not have policies without having some kind of evidence that there is harm, that there is a problem. So for how many years now then don't they do this anti-FGM, oh, it's harmful, is this, is that, but they know they come with evidence.
Why you think say you for be optimistic say when I go put a stop to this where the document already don't reach a parliament and as far as the ministry is concerned then they proceed? Why you think you for be optimistic say there will be a change about that?
First of all, I don't say I know make that remark say I'm optimistic. The ministry don't introduce the bill. That's fine. That's okay. Without any sensitization, without any consultation. None of that. So now we as citizens, we the woman then where this bill they affect, we they come out. Now we not come them. Nobody has the right to come and dictate to us how to care for our own daughters. So now we they come them, don't come out now for begin for educate, we MPs them and we paramount chief them for explain to them say this is absolutely unacceptable. So it is up to them. And they are politicians. So we will hold them politically accountable. This not to this administration not last forever. We get to hold them politically accountable. So cabinet can say, okay, it's a done deal, then don't introduce the bill. It's an introduction of a bill. It still has to go through the process inside Parliament.
this morning. We will continue for follow this necessary steps them way on our organization they take for ensure say this particular clause within inside this bill they remove as na that una the advocate for. Many thanks for you join with this morning.
Thank you so much.
They powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Earlier, I will tell you say today they can look at the progress where the government and the opposition don't make for implement the agreement for peace and unity. We don't take 1 year now from where the two chief negotiators them where they represent the government and that of the opposition. Now be the government side, now Dr. David Moina Senge, when the chief minister and they represent the government. And now the opposition, now the 2018-2023 flag bearer for the APC, when Dr. Samura Kamara, but they represent the opposition when them be gonna be too many for look at issues them where the APC say they're not being glad with from the outcome of the 2023 election will be lead to an agreement for peace and unity. We will get 8 resolution them. How far government and the opposition don't go for work together for implement the resolution there. So now that's what they can discuss inside the program this morning. As of last week, we hear member of parliament and they raise concerns say up till now them backlog they wouldn't forgive them. Government's not agree forgive it. And over the years, we don't hear from the opposition say some parts them where they now this particular agreement for peace and unity, especially the organs for do with for release political prisoner them up till now government's not doing it. Well, we get Josie say we come out from the strategic communications unit at the Minister of Information and Civic Education between at the studio. Good morning, Mr. Sisi, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning.
And also we get Minkailu Koma, in a member at the All People's Congress, the APC Party Communications Unit. Good morning, Minkailu, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Khadija. Delighted to be on the show.
All right, before I hear from the opposition, let me hear first from government, because now UNA and government been go into this agreement, and UNA been signed say after the negotiation and they been too many, UNA go begin for implement some of the things then. One of the things then where most people don't see UNA don't implement and they all get for the setting up of a tripartite committee for looking inside elections related issues and set for reform the electoral laws then. Apart from that, waiting at the status of the agreement for peace and unity as we just see the moral guarantor they don't come out salon few days back for can do a follow-up.
We don't make significant progress in the implementation of the resolution there. The people that we just come, the moral guarantors we just come, we are little. There's of course then talk down and the press release they're satisfied with the progress made so far in the implementation of the resolutions there. You just cite one or two way, probably from your point of view or some other people their point of view, where if you say what's not happen, but I can tell you say a lot not happen with regards all the resolution in there. Remember I say we start with the statements by the president. Dr. Samura Kamara, they happen, APC returning back to governance, that they happen, setting up of the tripartite, release of people that will engage in detention because we will not get political prisoner as far as we're concerned. Definition of political prisoner, we will not get political prisoner. Political prisoner is somebody where you put behind bars on the basis of expressing a political belief. We will not get that kind of person. People the way we know say they in custody, now people the way in one way or the other come in conflict with the law. Now made the law taking course. But however, some of them they've been say because they be asked them the resolution for implementer, they be say man bring list come of people the way you think say fall at that category day. So people they be don't count list and from their list and they will be don't do analysis. As you can recall one time back, I be don't can and talk up. Some people in the way November 26 last year, where the open people were on the way, today they not show up. Some of the name and analysis day. Again, some other people the way now suspect and Padaku, where the name and analysis the way today nobody knows how they day. Other one in the way they don't account for, but some of them they get different issues the way the Office of the Attorney General, they continue for looking to that aspect. It is work in progress. The other one they will get for do with people returning to them, place them where them officially be displaced by their electoral violence. That one they officially don't put them behind because I don't see for every citizen for go back and sit outside there. Anybody will go after and copy because you feel to see this person not supposed for the night. Salomon get right for sit on any side. We did. If Chamot may come do politics, the politics don't pass long time. We not expect anybody again for go terrorize anybody because of which be there people. So forget them completely and they would deal with and allow and other issues and one a day. So all things they will know say we don't make progress significantly. Yeah, there may be one or two things the way still not clear. But if you put them on percentage basis, you go see say 80 to 90% of them things they also would implement. The issue of you just raise this issue just about parliament. One thing we get to understand from day one, where the negotiations have they happen been to money, they make it categorically clear to both parties that whatever decisions are going to be arrived there will purely be based, you understand, on the laws of Salon. The laws of Salon go take preeminence. They make them very clear to all men. So anything we go for do pertaining to then resolution and they go for be within the law. So in Parliament, whatever decision you take, you want for take, we concern Parliament. Parliament get a leadership. Parliament, in addition to the Constitution, Parliament also get your own laws. We govern what they call standing orders. We be expect the leadership of Parliament for address that one day. Then, of course, now the same thing they apply back to the judiciary. Don't forget we have separation of powers. And therefore, the executive not go just interfere in the operations of the other arms of government. So now make things back we get for the judiciary and the law officers. They look at the laws and other things them for address that issue of the release of people them we then describe as political prisoners. Me still take exception to that. We will not get political prisoner. But if somebody feels say they're all in supporter, they put their name on that list day. The Attorney General Office, they don't look at their list today, and a lot of work is being done for see how they go address their situation today in accordance with the law. Of course, dropping of politically motivated cases, again, I'm not aware that we have politically motivated cases in this country because that was not clearly defined. Someone has to define that to us. What really is a politically motivated case? As far as we know, stick to saying so by definition of politically motivated case, we do not have one. We not get anybody with the all you can go to court because of politics. We, as far as we concern, not get somebody need for show me that one possible. But in as much as that is the case, we also the law officers also they look at all the issues. So it is work in progress. But meanwhile, significant progress has been made in the implementation of the resolutions.
So the one we get for do with the political prisoners and politically motivated cases where they make mention of where you say government's not aware, say anybody do where they get issue with when are politically motivated. If you say government's not aware of this, when a resolution 4 where they talk about how government signed to this resolution where una aware say case like that did not exist. How una reach to the conclusion and go sign say una for engage, because the instruction here is the both parties for dialogue and agree on the following where that's and one panel in them where government signed to.
Fine. So this is not negotiation, and whenever you go into negotiation, you have to put your cards on the table. That's what negotiation is about. It's about give and take. You make concessions. Not to more negotiate. Don't say me na this I say. Which I say the other party said they count in own. And that was exactly what happened. The APC had their position, we had our own position. Yeah? And that issue then they come from them. And if they come from them, and this is about dialogue, we cannot just dismiss them. So therefore we accept them. Because in the best interest of the country, then say if we say we have our own position, they will say be all. We then say in the best interest of the country, then say agree. We lead up to the signing of the their resolutions then they. So that's their own position, which we accepted in the interest of national peace and unity, and we agree so we'll continue for dialogue for address that one. That's why I said this is work in progress. They continue for look into it, because then their own concerns. Then in negotiation for peace and cohesion, you don't dismiss people's concerns. So that's just the point. Not to we.
Resolution we say for dialogue. The two parties them when I don't see them in dialogue, but on how we for move forward on them.
Definitely, dialogue don't continue. Cross-party dialogue don't continue. I mean, we don't get 2-3 sessions then. You understand? Cross-party dialogue. The other tells if chief minister go right now APC office for one of their sessions then they and go get engagement with them. That they don't continue, and we will continue for do that one day.
We progress with the dialogue there so far.
Of course, we make progress. We make progress with the dialogue, and we don't insist as a government that dialogue is the way out of any issue we will get, because when people take the law into their hands and do what they're supposed to do, it costs the country. So, before you go do something that will cost the country, can't you don't talk first, let you know if you get a chance to go do that in there. And this is what has been happening in other civilized countries. So that same approach they also don't take with the dialogue in everything, not to just what you get for do the resolution there. Any other thing we come up, we get for do the country. We go sit down, we discuss them, because at the end of the day, we are the same people, and we go get with different ideologies and how to go about governance. But at the end of the day, everybody in objective now for faith for less along go before. And if one set of people not get the support of the other one there, it will be very difficult for long to accomplish their goal then day. Be mindful of that. Now make we feel say dialogue is the best option.
All right.
And we will continue for promoter.
We'll come back to you. That's Abubakar Joseph from the Strategic Communications Unit and the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Earlier this morning, we talk about 1 year after we government been signed the agreement of national unity with the opposition, All People's Congress, APC Party. Waiting the two parties they don't do so far, and sure say they implement. Waiting at the resolutions them where they been signed to, and that's what they discuss. And we're also getting at the studio this morning a representative from the All People's Congress, APC Party Communications Wing. When I'm in Kyle Kuruma. Good morning again and welcome once more to the breakfast show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
We just done here Abubakar Sise from the Strategic Communications Unit from government. According to Ram, they believe say progress done there so far on implementing waiting the inside the agreement and resolutions them where the APC party been going to with government. From the APC perspective, how you go describe the implementation process so far?
Well, the APC get a position, we get a roadmap. I will try for summarize as the discussion they go on. But I want to start for establish the level of dishonesty who the SLPP don't show. If far they beyond human consumption. And even as we sit here for discourse, we still see the dishonesty they come out and the contradictions then too many. How you go tell me say we don't get political prisoners, we don't get anything in politically motivated cases, but the chief negotiator append the signature to an agreement we clearly establish 8 resolutions we speak to that particular fact. You know, it shows say we're not ready for progress at all, and we APC not go through that line day. Now that make we even urge international peace mediators. Very recently, when I see them come, we present to the position paper and we state, waiting at the contentious issues, waiting at the progress we don't make so far, waiting at the challenges that we were confronted by, and how we also provide solutions as to how for addressing challenges that we are going to get from on through as we progress. The progress we don't make is minimal. The challenges are enormous. Because for me, most of the things that we don't do, we are going to see them very progressive. Now APC don't take the bold step for do them. And like we in the Josie say, first of all, say, we not get political prisoners, we not get politically motivated cases because it was not clearly defined. Me not one part of the people that will be doing that negotiation, but me not one part of the people that will be strongly also say there is no way the party for don't make decisions of such when enough of them clearly define within a politically motivated cases and within a political prisoner. I mean, I've raised that objection very seriously because knowing fully well what the SLPP can do, and also for being at this position, which are they also today. Now, the resolutions then, now 8. Are there 8 resolutions then? We get the one, the winner resolution, we will say progress, we don't make some progress. 1, resolution 2, resolution 5, resolution 7, and resolution 8. Yeah. Resolution 1 actually been, they say, the former flag bearer of the All People's Congress, Dr. Samuel Kamara, for make statement of peace and reconciliation in Mecca. What we see in this implementation, now APC don't fulfill, we are part of the bargain. Whereas SLPP, they remain for doing what they're supposed to do. Resolution 2, they speak to the follow and non-participation in governance. We've been saying not to participate in governance until we go back on the drawing board and correct the wrongs that will happen at the elections. But because of the Bintumani Agreement for National Unity, and we will respect waiting at peace and negotiation and the document was signed to, we talk to MPs then, councillors, chairpersons, and mayors for go back in parliament. Even the agreement is fixed and forgiven and dialogue, the backlog for the period when they not been done, they participate. Immediately after the agreement, we see civil society, paid up civil society, pro-SLPP civil society, Sano and others, then go at TV and radio and begin to say, in fact, no longer they will see if you know for 3 months, therefore pay you. So from that moment, I must say, it not get for easy, for let them get them backlog there. They not do that day. We see what chairpersons and mayors and do, then go at the councils. All of that, they not address them, but we satisfy we own part of the bargain. So resolution 2 was addressed. We do it for do. SLPP failed for do it and they for do. Resolution 5, institutionalization of inter-party dialogue. This is progressing. You know, for the 2 parties then, laws on a round table, law they discuss. This don't happen. But it begs the question, waiting at the sincerity of purpose, not just for Papi show or let Chief Minister go to APC office. I mean, a snapper, we get pictures or videos. Now, for be sincere and honest with what they do. So, not just for laws on dialogue, but we get to be honest. Resolution 7, they talk about condemnation of violence and hate speech. We don't do that. We will get joint press statement. We speak to that. We will condemn hate speech, both online and offline. The one that they incite violence. You did at this country or not, really see them almost say today, therefore demonstrate, therefore burn this building, therefore attack certain individuals. We condemn them in its entirety. All of what we for do, we don't do them as a party. Resolution 8, an independent committee of moral guarantors. This also therefore put her in place. We in progress for get an independent committee of moral guarantors, which are the civil society, interreligious council, the media, everybody for the monitor the streets. This day in progress. Aside the international mediators, we forget local moral guarantors. This day in progress. You know, we get other resolutions that we very seriously we address immediately. We get for it 1 resolution 4. We're going to talk about politically motivated cases and political prisoners. We all know say cases that they will have politically motivated cases. Otherwise, enough of them even put them at the resolution say politically motivated cases than they. But for me, on the dialogue, today, waiting we refer to some of them politically motivated cases. We all say immediately after the 2018 elections, SLPP be set up waiting and called government transition team committee, headed by the then chief minister, Professor David Francis, the secretary of the Dr. Dennis Sandy. Then then present a report to president. We see really been the APC, we employ people them, majority of them people and we employ a strategic position at government and only from the Limba ethnic group, which was wrong. It's not correct. The statistics not be appropriate because we know say I am not being regional or tribal, but the majority of the people that will occupy seats as directors, permanent secretaries. Now most of the departments and agencies, most of them are Southeasterners. We have to be very clear on that. But the deceive president, tell her what's not correct. At the end of the day, then we write on a report with generations here to come there for read, and it will come back for hunt as a country. Then do beaucoup things and make some baseless allegations against former ministers of the APC, and then they say that they can't set up what they call commissions of inquiry. We all see the 3 commissions of inquiry. They say that they try former ministers and so many don't try to take today. some of the recommendations the commission will make, we see the government white paper, about 3 different white papers, because 3 different commissioners, judge them been do the white paper, then they make allegations against ministers and they say they eat money. Talk boku things like these are politically motivated cases. Then do one for handicap the APC, then do one for cripple the APC, and then talk and say then they do one. So these are cases where they for address immediately, and some of the merits they for drop them.
Mikado, the cases that we they talk about, especially the one we get for do with people them with the detention for politically motivated cases them. According to the chief minister, he say una na the APC sabi usai some of them people there we be on our way during the November 26th attempted coup, and if una car with them, then go able for look inside them cases them.
Now, how APC go know outside people and they APC not behind the support of any coup. Once if also we for no Khadija, any serious political party no go support military intervention in politics. Because if military take over governance, politicians know the job. If military involved in politics, elections no go dey. At the end of the day, even the politician within a parliament, within a cabinet, I mean, we are not going to serve. So we can never support that. So for say APC knows that people then go, we run from prison and some of them be involved in the coup, you know, that is actually completely dishonest. Now, one thing they don't do, they say they don't calculate. They say some people that we don't want, and now the only people that we're in a prison is about 30. Based on the information we don't give. They say that only 13 people they will regard now as political prisoners within a prison, and that they put mechanisms in place for summarily conclude them cases and left them. They have made that abundantly clear to us, and I need to state that here. Again, now we also know say Josie said this, you know, when you say political prisoner, this is not possible, you know, to only because of a political belief or the idea we hold say I belong to APC or SLPP or any other political party, but in active involvement in political activity. If you arrest them during that period, then a political prisoner. I want to have a check-up the definition of political prisoner for the second time.
No, sir.
Now we get people that really arrest because of their active involvement in politics. Example now APC Sheriff. We said they arrest on a boat checkpoint. I've been in the convoy. We passed on a road and within around White Hillocks. The young motor be slow down, so the checkpoint they stop them there. Before they reach inside Bondo, we get a call saying they don't arrest APC Sheriff and others. There's only thing they arrest them. There is an allegation of possession of illegal weapon. They say they been get pistol and I mean they hold it. Now that's not the allegation where they make. So that again is subject to investigation. An accused is presumed innocent until proven guilty by a competent court of law. So from that time they hold them to now, it don't pass 1 year. Have they been tried? Waiting at the decision of the court. That is yet to be communicated. So they are regarded as political prisoners. So for tell me say we know they're political prisoners. I mean, this is misleading. We can get political prisoners.
Still on this resolution 4, we get for president people here. At some point,
okay.
Mikhailo, the APC don't present a list to government, where according to the chief minister by then, they talk say we have been duplicate some names them, we have been give the number we have been give, you know, reach the number where they don't check in-house, the number where they're supposed for free. How far we don't go on this?
APC cannot duplicate. We will not go duplicate. We will give this, now this way we don't certify. APC is a well-organized political party, and the people that will be the lead that process, most of them are lawyers. These are legally minded people. They are professionals. They don't check and they don't compile a list way very comprehensive. We know they duplicate, so that dismiss them with a pinch of salt.
But you are aware that that's the chief minister at the state.
We are able to put them on social media, in Twitter. I read them. So I aware, but glad to tell you now, as one of the people that already talk for APC say it is incorrect.
And also again, some names that will be there that list to submit to the SLPP are say that the people that were in detention because of politically motivated cases them. Now people that were see the alleged say been they part of the November 26 coup. People that like Idris Kamara where they can normally call leather boots. In name be there that list. But then Siam where they gone and down during the November 26 coup.
Well, we don't want to talk about the November 26 coup. Like I say, the APC no get no involvement in the November 26 or so coup. We don't want to get any discussion whatsoever for doing that day. So whoever might have involved in that particular coup day let that person they go address your issue for himself. I know say that they don't conclude trial on some people and they don't convict and send to prison and so to prison some people and they don't acquit and discharge some people and we don't believe say now those allegations they not be involved. Investigation don't go on. And I believe the investigation they still go on. So we don't want to prejudice anything where the courts get for handle. I don't want to talk about Band-Aid. But now we still on this particular agreement for national unity. When I recall say where they talk, I don't even mention resolution 3. Resolution 3 now born the tripartite committee. The tripartite committee recommendations now all been seen, which about 80 or 84 recommendations. Out of their recommendations and we also been get what we call the divergent or standalone recommendations where the APC say this now opposition to some states SLPP not win the elections and we advance reasons there. But for a couple of matter short, we be the experts, we agree, see these recommendations for be jointly implemented. Now we go interest you for no say government go ahead for even begin implement the recommendations there without the adequate representation of the APC.
Waiting for the recommendation, they don't begin implementing.
Now what they did, first of all, the formation of the committee itself. You understand? Then go from committee and put cabinet minister. They say the chief minister, the attorney general, the minister of finance, minister of information, minister of gender, minister of social welfare, minister of local government, minister of internal affairs, minister of public administration and political affairs. Then put all political parties association, then put Shalimba Association, Human Rights Commission, then put SLAG. They put majority leader in a parliament, minority leader in a parliament, civil society, 2 representative, independent commission for peace, then put up. We will be agree say these recommendations we are to be jointly implemented and the composition of the committee for implementing it will be even between the APC and the SLPP because now we go into dialogue, now we agree, now we decide for do recommendations. So how can we now come to commence implementation on those recommendations without the adequate representation of the APC? That they tell you say they're insincere and completely dishonest. But we don't present to the international peace mediators a position. And we don't tell them say we want to be fully involved in the implementation. And in fact, it has to be co-chaired. Just like what we do for the tripartite committee. If they get one person as chair, who say forget one person as chair. If they get 5 representatives, who say forget 5 representatives. Because if they implement recommendations, we get to do the election with a rig in broad daylight. We have to be adequately represented to ensure that what will happen, it not happen again. In fact, with this kind of composition, we just go believe, say, we go conclude, in fact, say, SLPP is still bent on rigging future elections. That is why they don't want to for be adequately represented for implementing the recommendations.
Minkalo, before we come to Mr. Sise, with all them things there, so where they unfold, we just not explain. What you go say to somebody we get the conviction, say SLPP play on her, and they not even take on her as an opposition party, wanna get an agreement with serious?
Yes, of course, waiting, well, then we take and say them play me, and any other reasonable person, I agree with you, Khadija, we believe say we are being tricked for law sign an agreement where SLPP not be ever honest for implement to a logical conclusion, and we don't see the unfolding circumstance. Now only a blind person will deny that allegation. They agree with you 100%, but we don't put a foot on the ground. We don't talk, see there's no way we will allow them for let them continue for get a field day. We do this because of national cohesion. We do this because we want let sanity day, let peace prevail, let progress day in the country. Not to say now full we agree for sign to all of that. We agree for sign for let progress day. But if they're in a government, no one for let progress day, they no one for do it right for let the country move on. APC don't make a position very clear. We don't state say we want meeting between we, government and the international peace mediators then. No go back on the drawing board. No, we try to reconstitute this committee for implement the resolutions that will be made so that at the end of the day we go follow the implementation step by step. Nobody no go cheat in complaint and no go come back for complaint or no go back also or be come out. We all know say if we allow SLPP to go ahead with this kind of composition, with the chief minister, where these are all people with political ambition, some of them want to be flag bearer. Now, for just continue to manipulate the process, in the final analysis, then come back and rig election. We know what ever happen, not under our watch. You know, when some of us are soon going to be at the end of affairs in the APC, We are not going to allow the SNPP to continue to have a field day.
Right.
We will do everything possible for stop them this time around for rigging elections.
All right,
country.
continue for the programming. Kind of come back to you, Abubakar Josisi, where they represent government from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. They with me this morning. Well, we are in case you just tune in. Today they look at the progress so far after 1 year where the government of Sierra Leone and that of the APC then and the opposition been signed the agreement for peace and unity after the Bintumani discussion. And so they look at 1 year waiting to happen. How far both parties don't go for implement some of the things them will be inside the 8th resolution them. When I come back to you, Mr. Sise, just don't listen to me, Kailo. Firstly, describe on a party within governance as very dishonest people them. And in belief say some of the things them where una sign up to, una don't know they do them for let una implement them, let peace then in the country. And he also say he believes say una trick them for go into this agreement.
I will start by saying something. Mikhail, I don't know if my attention he wants or waiting. He always quick for use words. Some of we can tell for be polite because we don't hear. So now me cannot go down there in waiting and court party. The only thing I will bring out the issues clearly because most of what they say are misinformation, deliberate misinformation. And when you have people like this, eventually you get for be at the end of affairs in the APC like I see, definitely not tragedy for the APC. I can see that without any hesitation. Now this man she done, they still they deceive people. They say they win election. You have not presented an iota of evidence for proof say you win election. For even proof say, even you, when I go for the national election watch, we bring all this confusion. Can tell una say that you fake results say una loss. And you still sit here, you get the gumption for the lie to people they embody like so that win election. You not ever get and I challenge you now. If you really watch results, yeah, please after this program, go send me evidence of which una win back. Go put on a public domain. You did not go to court. Now that did the law say. The law say when they agree over elections, go to court and seek redress. You did not go there. Would I begin blame the judiciary for all kind of like the same judiciary when they blame so. Now allow myself to go convention in the first place. Maybe you able to go get flag there because you are embroiled in infighting. You know that one day. This same judiciary on the waiting, now use now for pull vice president, now use for pull council chairman, pull people there all. The same judiciary. What changed? Now the same people when I use for the way that they will come today. You did not go to court for go seek them because you knew you lost. And that be the all them so-called 99 tactics now that be the trial for you. Come on. So long left that one day. Now you are the address because all the level where the people in the APC we can talk well. The last time I listened to Senior Tunis, he spoke well, very mature, very measured, and he talk totally different from what he talk so now. So now you are the address because APC a lot of good people they do have respect for. Now you say SPL bench to lead the future elections, no, we not getting planning there. This tier where they talk about so safe, this but they say they don't set up for implementing the tripartite. This not just a steering committee where really get for set up the structures, we get for do the implementation. And your leadership in parliament is involved. You should not call an aya. So how were you left out? If they involve your leadership in the parliament, right now the situation on the year recognized leadership, that the one more way in the parliament. You understand?
Why you say so? Why you say so?
No, but they get the issues. They know. Now, political party one day. One of the effects on the party. The year leadership way. Now the leadership one man they look up. They all again at parliament.
So because of the alleged threats where you say they get na them party, now that stop una not for include the executive of the party.
No, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, my dear. I simply they try for say he conquer the long list of people. Then this is a steering committee. Where basically the council is structures for the implementation of the recommendations. You understand? He called the minority leader. Now he called not to be called now. So I'm just trying to say somebody as important as the minority leader of the APC, they involve another committee. How you can say when I talk say who not they don't mix with? It's just the steering committee. Yeah? Full-blown implementation is going to involve everyone. What do we have to hide in the recommendations? We don't have nothing for hide. As a matter of fact, we free and fair election and Salon will always beat you now. And I can go back small because the politics will talk now. Yeah? 2007, we don't win election as alone. Then council over 470 something police stations at the southeast suicide where get Boku votes. It's on top, not be get no law, not be given that right for the way to do so. It do am fictitiously. Then they bring an Eskomaka power. You were in this country, you know about it. Yeah? Then we crossed the 2012. We were in the middle of a recount where elections, you saw they change small, you read it 100%, when I take a reform there, would I take people they figure they give them 0-0, would I take all the way to Nigeria for ourselves. That's why we won. We're to now talk about free and fair election. And as a matter of fact, you have to commend President Bill for this. Now, President Bill, look, this tripartite way in the talk show. Now, an initiative of President Bill. President Bill will talk say, because every election we don't get from 1996, the outcomes people don't complain about. After 1996, Caiaphas Matter and others complained. 2002, other people complained. 2007, I just don't tell you so we complained. 2012, we go court, President Bill go court, they're not even going to the merit of the matter. They throw out. You understand? We complain. 2018, someone come out and go court, they complain. 2023, so that's why President Bill said, let us have an electoral reform. Yeah? Let me reform, let me look at the electoral system. Let us see what really wrong. We make any own election, somebody complain about the outcome. So President Bill will propose an electoral reform committee where they see whether the Honorable Vice President lead. So when we went to Bintu Mani, now that 10-day APC go ECCA, there's a 1 day part of that. So that means so some of the resolutions there, now they demand. And we will accept them in the interest of people. That again was their demand. Because the president already go set up that 1 day. But when they say no, we shall be part of it. We forgive and the leaders say, we say yes, we agree. Because we have nothing to hide. So that was how it became tripartite. We, then, and the international community. You understand me? So then recommendations in there. Cabinets will adopt them, and now make the sectoral steering committee for leaders for set up the structures. We go fully because a lot of them have to do with our laws. Yeah, they will involve I don't call it for change laws, for amend laws. Some of them anyway, even some of them laws they now entrench clauses in our constitution where we want for change some of them today. So now today for require level for no thing you just wake up and money, you change this, you change that, you change that. That is why some of these structures are being set up. So they went in. Because I don't listen to one or two other APC people there talk, not to that we then kind hostile, waiting and confused as we in the express, not to other people in the express. And what you also want for make Mikalu, the likes of Mikalu, they know. We serve with the cover that the helm of affairs and the SNPP. We serve not that nobody will be afraid. Yeah, we do the right thing in the interest of the country, but nobody is scare we. Yeah, so now go to the other issues.
Points now where the opposition get an agreement with get concern. How now go try for sit down and look inside and concern them and address them so that the implementation process of both the agreement for national unity and that of the recommendation that will come out from the tripartite, you know, go stall again. When I go work together and implement them ahead of the 2028 elections, when I done in the major priority in all of the negotiation there.
Fine. I'm just responding to Mikhailo. He used the word dishonesty severally. If you they look people in the eye, they're dishonest in everything. In spite of all the work we don't go on into this, you still they say people dishonest, they're dishonest. Now here they respond to. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of progress has been made. Government remains firmly committed to the implementation of all the resolutions because it is in the best interest of the country. Whatever is in the best interest of the country, this government and this president will stand for. You understand me? So we're not going nothing for it, we're not going nothing for it. And as I say, the head of the publicity committee of the APC, CDI Tunis, my brother, that's why I have a lot of respect for him. I listened to him the last time at 98.1. Not to them views here, then diabolic views here when we carry the express, not to easily be the express. See this, we make and clear say, we don't make a lot of progress. Here, come and say, when I can take on and listen to her, we've made a lot of progress. And that is the same thing I reiterated here. So we will continue to make them progress today. But I need for respond to some issues here. Just 5 minutes, please. Because this, where is the people they watch me? Now make something else. Now we talk about, it still can insist on political prisoners, politically motivated cases. I mean, this is sad. Now, I'll go first to political prisoner. He mentioned APC Sheriff. APC Sheriff, they arrest and no checkpoints. There's some groups of other people. The police when they start there, they discover pistol. We know too will not talk about illegal possession of firearms. I'm not going to that one because that matter is still in a court. But then people they just understand saying and then they happy. They not just go on APC Sheriff, they go lock her up. They carry the tire for talk now. Yeah, no one because no business with APC Sheriff. And maybe I can say this again. If it is a time of politicking is still governed by the laws of the country. You understand? Anything you do, you go for doing within the ambit of the law. If because she the whole campaign me say when the law say not to sue for one and sue for that, then go only they don't only because in the APC, they only because she put the law. Let's understand this, yeah. Then so I still remain and inside talking the resolution did not define. You understand me? Political prisoner, it did not define politically motivated cases. Now it come up with COI. I've been listening to end. Good. What did we do wrong with the COI? We follow the law. We take the document to come on and call now constitutional instruments like how the law say. Parliament, it passed the parliament because they not got 2/3 majority for blocker. It passed. They set up the COI. What did they set up the COI for? For look into how people they be conduct themselves in a public office. We not make provision for that one day. You understand? They're not going to target anybody because you na APC. Now the first, we don't get COI from the 60s. In case you don't know, you are just informer. And in between the now, we don't get a commission of inquiry there. It's just about unearthing the facts where concern how people conduct themselves. You understand? Where they own public office. Public office, when they put you there, not to your personal office. You get every right, you get every business for declare stewardship to the people that will make you owner office. That was just about it. You understand? Not because, but come on, if you are the minister, the second talk how you be under office day. What's wrong with that one day? Not to be all over the world. Come on, I mean, this is just disheartening. So that is what you refer to as politically motivated. Then, I mean, it's a big joke. They say, the salary for them people that way. Okay, again, I continue to say this. Yeah, this is a separation of powers. You get parliament, you get judiciary, you get the executive. Anytime the executive mistake take any step for tell any of the other arms and negative for do, straight away don't violate the constitution because they on their own. So if something there for do with parliament, how much person will tell parliament waiting for do? If something has to do with the judiciary, how much person will tell judiciary waiting for do? That's why they say they look at the laws. And this whole thing when we went to their negotiation and people then talk and say we look at how much way they do so now within the confines of the laws of Sierra Leone. You understand? So we do everything humanly possible for ensuring we fully implement anything for the resolution there. Right. Not because we scare anybody in face, but because it's the right thing to do. Right. It's the best interest of the country for their peace and national cohesion thrive by the country. But when you get a situation where some people then they get very hostile and diabolic views in the express, it is very dangerous for the country and I forgot against any kind of people in there.
Alright, Abubakar Justice, continue for the waiting at the studio. We'll come back to now. It's still the breakfast show, na Liberty Online TV. And today we look at 1 year after we government of Salone been signed agreement with the All People's Congress APC Party. What did happen to their resolutions and they now we discuss at the program this morning. We'll go for a short break and can continue with the discussion.
Liberty Online TV, the 1 year this November, and you know what's in that mean.
And throughout the month of November, na celebration period. And as you know, na time where you for coming and support Liberty Online TV for continue for doing work.
And the way how we go support Liberty Online TV for continue for the online, na for send we you support.
Now for send we you support through the orange money number where you see on the screen and the other bank details them as well for make we continue for do we work. This na Liberty Online TV 1 year celebration. Na Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
This one way we all feel we safe, now nobody own. You wanna get what you want, we go down to belly, you young.
to pay bills with the UBA mobile app. Just log into the app. Click on Pay Bills within the Quick Links dashboard. You'll be provided with a list of various biller categories like cable TV, sports and gaming, utilities, airtime and data, and so on. Click on the biller category you want. Then select from a list of price options provided by the biller. Click Confirm to proceed with the transaction. Enter your PIN and click OK. And you're done. Enjoy paying your bills with the UBA mobile app.
It's a brand new song for our customers. Where they bank with us all over the universe.
Save small and win big. UBA, they celebrate 75 years of better banking service. And na Salon, the bank done there for 15 years now. This na big celebration, and we want give back to we wonderful customer them. We don't make we business go find one for the past 75 years with the UBA Savings Legacy promo. Save small and get your own share upon this 350,000 loans. 30 customer them go get the chance for win cash prize every quarter. Just put 2,000 loans and above na your account. And the more you put 2,000 and above na your account, na the more you go increase your chance for win more. No wait to kapu the chance now. Your legacy starts today. The draw them go happen inside September and December 2024. Join UBA for celebrate 75 years of excellence. UBA, Africa's global bank.
Money in my pockets from what I want correct. Customer service be excellent. Now that's make with the top, now the continent.
As Liberty Online TV, the 1 year inside this November, we dey celebrate this anniversary with different activity them. And one of them, na hike with Liberty, we get for be Saturday, November 16. Usa we go waka go na the Mambo waterfall. The Liberty Online TV team go then na Mambo Junction, they wait for una 7 o'clock na morning. For join we, na 300 leons no more you go give. And you go get the Liberty Polo and water, and you go get all the enjoyment. We get for being at the waterfall. If you want for join we, you go come now with 33 Battle Street office as the Polo then already now, or call now this number 074 200 545 for place you order. Now Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show. Well, as you know, the Liberty Online TV 1 year anniversary project still they on. Also, we get different activity they will be done unveil for now, and we still they ask now we loyal viewers them and supporters that we don't deal with throughout this 1 year for continue for support we by way how you go send your donation. Now any of the number that we see at the screen, you can send we orange money if you did a salon through the number 074 200 545, and una the diaspora you can do any international money transfer, and you can send them through the anniversary committee chair when I'm Mambo Community, and una don't they send una donation there so far, especially the one there from the diaspora. One for say many thanks for una continue for support Liberty Online TV, and don't forget on the 29th of the November we get we grand fundraising dinner and dance na the View Hotel and Restaurants na the rooftop. The tickets and they out now. You can stop by now 33 Battle Street office and get your ticket. Single na just 250,000, and we get tickets for table when na 5,000 and single patron na 6,000. Now you way down there for come and support Liberty Online TV. For let we continue for sustain this platform. We don't bring cancer on a credible and balanced information them throughout the 1 year. Well, we continue with the breakfast breakfast show, and we still get Abubakar Josise, we come out from the Strategic Communications Unit at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, and Ugemin Kailu Kuruma, in a member at the APC Communications Unit. So they are this small, they look at 1 year down the line, waiting there and governments don't do for implement the agreement for national unity where them been signed and have been to money inside last year, October, immediately after the June 24, 2023 election where the APC not been grieved for. Would all listen to Justice say, "Look, come to you, Minkailo." All waiting, Mr. Sise don't talk now that they're still determined and committed for Wokutuna for see how then go able for implement some of the things that we don't left. Now the agreement for national unity and that of the 84 resolution them we come out from the tripartite committee they work.
Yes, Khadija. Last time for say, I believe say we dey get a civilized conversation. That is why we Josie say been dey respond, make a serious attack on the personality and not talk because I don't want for interrupts. So I wish say I would respond, you not go interrupt me. Otherwise, the program not go end well.
What you said, respond. So no way. Respond.
Me, Adea as Minkailu Payamba Koroma. Me not to CDI Tunis. I'm not there on the invitation of the SLPP. Neither are they for please anybody in the SLPP. Are they for represent the All People's Congress Party? And are they for speak the position of the All People's Congress Party? I respect CDI Tunis, now the National Publicity Secretary, and I want let Josie say no say. We are all different in the approach and in ways. So me not go be other person, me not me. CDI Tunis, now CDI Tunis. Me not get anybody in the SLPP who are the please. Are they for please the APC? So let's establish that clearly. Now, for say, Miami sit down and talk say we win the election and they deceive people them. I don't remember a state say we win election and I deceive anybody. Me na one person we believe in the report we Nugi. We see nobody only the 55% threshold. I believe in waiting Carter Center, see European Union and all other international observers. And me na one person we believe if they investigate the elections thoroughly and everybody bring IR from them, make or ECSL will do justice, nobody enough for meet the threshold. So in no uncertain terms whatsoever, have I stated Naya or any other place will win the elections. But I don't state clearly, and I will continue for state and clearly say SLPP not win the elections. Now read the riga in broad light. Even ECSL not get a comprehensive report for substantiating SLPP win the elections. So that I will continue for state at any side. Till well done.
Okay.
Let me that be very clear. Yeah. New, I get respect for them. We not go there for castigate new. We see new out like report and talk say no SLPP not win. Indeed they not win because they don't meet the 55% threshold. The judiciary is saying castigate the judiciary. I not talk about the judiciary now. For months I not talk about the judiciary. So I wonder also input landing for bring down the judiciary now this particular discussion. Me na one person who believes in law and order for be maintained. Me na one person who respect the judiciary. Although the judiciary also not infallible, they're not free from challenges, they get the inadequacies, but I have not mentioned the judiciary. In my initial conversation, I have not mentioned them. So now you know I put the judiciary, bring them here. Now we know that they say that the leadership who they recognize, Josie say now leadership na parliament, now they recognize. I want to Josie say no say the national executive of the APC, can I pause or
All right, welcome back. We continue the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, so they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Well, we continue the conversation. We still get the two gentlemen there between at the studio where they represent various political parties. Them Abubakar Justice, they represent government, and they come out from the Strategic Communications Unit. Now the Ministry of Information and Civic Education will get Minkailu Payambakoma, and they represent the All People's Congress and INSEF na member na the APC, the Strategic Communications Unit. Earlier, before that break, they Minkailu, you be make your submission.
Yeah, before the break, I will make my submission, and I establish clearly say this is a civilized conversation, and I make way Joseph in the talk and not interrupt them. I don't wish to be interrupted.
I also establish clearly say me, not there on the invitation of SLPP. Neither am I here to please or satisfy anybody in the SLPP. I am Minkailu Payamba Koroma. We all will be the same. I respect Comrade CBI Atunis, now a very loyal and committed comrade of the All People's Congress, now with National Publicity Secretary. Me and I know we use the same approach for address issues or address the SLPP. So if he okay with CBI Atunis, he not okay with me, that is not my business. Now he own cup of tea and it will continue on to his satisfaction. So let me establish that clearly. I also not deceive anybody say win elections. Me I personally believe say nobody will win the elections. Nobody, no political party, not miss the 55% threshold for win the elections. New establisher, new a credible institution at this country will do for observe elections and reports credibly and adequately. The European Union, the Carter Center, they all talk the same thing. So I hold that view, say, nobody don't meet the threshold. Now, it mean that one part of people already believe, say, if they be investigate the elections thoroughly, ECSF do justice to this, both political parties they do justice if they don't get a wrong, because nobody not be made the threshold for win the elections. So I not deceive anybody. I have also not mentioned the judiciary, because the judiciary not get anything to do with what I don't say. Now, for can review the implementation of the agreement for national unity. So we don't mention the judiciary. If you just say they castigate the judiciary, that is wrong. I have not mentioned the judiciary in my conversation. Law know that clearly the leadership will then recognize. It's that the long list of people that I read, I read about 7 or 8 ministers. They are now only the minority leader. How am I going to get a steering committee? They emphasize that in just the steering committee of the one that can implement the recommendations of the tripartite committee. They go for council structures. Where is the steering committee? This are the committee we go for spearhead the implementation. Now they go for the direct day-to-day activities of the committee implementation. So how you go former? You only get the minority leader. They will for adequately get representation. We have an equal representation, we forget. I am yet to
see as stumbling block to implementing the resolution.
Now, let me conclude on this. I'll come to that. In talking about the 2007 elections, the law been clear. It's inside the do ballot stuff, inside the rig there for council. That was the law. The Elections Act made very clear on that day. So not to APC, SLPP go stuff election ballots, like Kaila or elsewhere places. With 300 ballot per polling station, we have to go take the entire 600. We are not see them give in case possible mistake, or we have to duplicate on our stuff ballots. As if now people are really don't know what's in our elections. So if then council are not to real business than they at all. Now 2018, even when we get election there, we get results then at Falaba and other places there. When finally not be even wait for announce the result and announce President Bio as a winner of the election. Tripartite committee.
So now because of all the issues they made,
let me conclude. Yeah. Yes.
We're seeing that the stumbling block up to this point. After 1 year, we still talk about
insincerity. Now the stumbling block. Now insincerity, dishonesty. I have stated that. I'll continue to state it. If the agreement tell you say for discontinue all politically motivated cases, it take 1 year enable do that. Now honesty that. If the agreement tell you say release all political prisoners, it don't take 1 year enable release them. Now honesty that. If the agreement tell you say APC and SLPP forget adequate representation in the implementation of the recommendations of the tripartite committee, you go take social ministers and put them in. You take only the minority leader. When I want person put them in honesty that. And I will not recommend say we want for Bondo to go on board. Long sit down, we government and the international mediators. Long look into that composition day and long reconstitute her. You say no, we are adequately represented because the only body who are recognized as leader. Now, we talk political parties. Yeah, they want the way in a parliament, not for the day. They are there under the ticket of the APC. In fact, now who choose the minority leader for representative? So you know, we cannot dismiss the national executive. You say, I don't deal with the minority leader when I don't put her name. No, it is wrong. It is complete dishonesty. Now let me come.
The leadership now
we trust her 100%. We trust her, but it has to be adequate. If my honorable Adukabu one win the day, then you get some things that for going to debate and voting. Then we overpower her. But we trust her. You know me say we not trust her. We trust her. Now let me conclude, maybe please. Now you say the COI. Me say the COI. Yes, politically motivated cases. Yes, that's what I say. Now let you also know say not to today no more begin your transition. We not be going to the 60s. Let me just come to 2007. 2007 we honest my chromatic over. We been get a transition. Government transition team. In fact, we involve the opposition, SNPP, then civil society and the media. We know what in that report talk about Kanjas, Isabel and Naxa. We know what in that report talk about Dr. Alpha Tijanwi, we've been in our Ministry of Education, especially with the Cyber Education Front. But we know do political witch hunting. At the end of the day, we say let cohesion, let the country move on, and a lot of things. No, I have not concluded. Except otherwise, I have not concluded.
We they come back to you.
Please, let me have the opportunity to conclude.
Because one thing where the public go wish for no now waiting at this issue we make 1 year after signing this agreement, we still a Camna studio. They talk on why the agreements are not go done for implement waiting the day. From the government perspective, waiting on the say a stumbling block to implementing waiting a be done signed to.
Me really know we see stumbling block. Yeah, it is work in progress. Efforts have been made for addressing sticking points in the way it is so. One, you talk about political prisoners. I don't talk. Instead of agree with me, say that was not defined. So this na even perspective of whether a political prisoner na the issue. He's also giving his own perspective of politically motivated cases. Where in alternate cases it clearly wrong. You understand me? But when they look at the issues there, they look at the issues there dispassionately, in accordance with the law. You understand? And therefore, it takes time for now. We will have some serious issue now. We get coup attempts. Plenty of people already put their name then at the list to they say they submit. Plenty of people will not get up and nobody knows how to do. That's just a fact. You understand? And other people would have put their name there also. That the list, when they name there at the list, you mentioned that books there. Be there. They all name them there at that list. We don't know how it is in there right now. You understand me? So these are the issues. So now they say it is working progress. Look at, but there are other one in the way where so they don't address the issues with regards to the list of people already classified as political prisoner. So but anyway, really they don't dismiss the way the case they know waiting, they don't look into the case there. You understand? Politically motivated. That's like way it talks to. Now, the judiciary I mentioned here. I'm not telling you say you attack judiciary. We all know say Salome, when you feel like you by election, it is there in black and white in our constitution. You go to the court and seek redress. You guys did not go there. Go to your reform now. Press release the day we get her. Una so not get trust in the judiciary. Now the same thing I just talk now. Not to hear say attack judiciary. When I press release the day we talk that one day. So I'm simply trying to say that some of the issues there we will avoid them. We need it now. We go use society. Oh, society to serve and wait till they do. You understand? If you go call COI matter, we're still in a court, politically motivated case, then I'm not sure. Definitely in that classification there, because they follow the law in ensuring that people, you understand, are brought to book. You understand? And even as that, the process still they go on, now the courts, nobody may interfere with that. Some man don't go through appeal, they don't win appeal. You understand me? So where does which one come in? Some man don't go appeal, they don't win. Some man don't lost appeal. Some man still appeal.
So both parties they accuse themselves of being insincere about this whole thing. Waiting at the way forward.
Me not accuse anybody of being insincere. I'm just saying that we talk the truth. Classifying something where people they follow the law for do You say na so it be, we not to so it be. Now the point I tell for is now
you know they tell me true.
Well,
you said they say.
Me, what's me they talk so?
So what's the way?
What's me they talk so? Me no say na the true. And it's about CD Naya. By the way, I not get any issue with APC leadership. Yeah, me na very moderate person. Inside APC, I get borders then they. But they me friendship don't pass away na borders. Like the Secretary General of APC last na big border. Now we the big one there opposite to be there for years na Pike Street. Yeah. So I get borders there. When they talk, and they simply tell for say, now you give a long list now. But now you don't involve party, then you incidentally call the minority leader. Now I say, but well, look at that highest level, minority leader, now top person now the country. You know what tell me say they involve a person, not to serious business. You cannot tell me that. That not in any way mean to say the disrespect the leadership of the party. I simply tell for talk say, you understand? If in the circumstance they take the minority leader for day, still they take una seriously. Because that minority leader is a serious person in the country. That's the point I'm simply trying to make. So let not get me out of context, please. Yeah. Basically, what I tell for saying here. We don't do a lot of work pan. Several other things there. The one thing they don't have, one or two things anyway. Definitely, we and them probably is not aware. We don't make strong commitments. Say we will continue dialogue for address the issues. Then those are not insurmountable problems. Anyway, now just some small sticky points. Then when we know say in the not too distant future we will address them. No. You understand? Not a big deal. Then political prisoner, politically motivated, this and that. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, they don't depend this matter all this while. A lot of progress has been made, and at the reference CD, because CD now the number one spokesman for Huna. I don't see no issue to have 2-3 program there where you don't express the same vision they express it. Yeah, we know the it. And I've said the same thing here, but we've made significant progress. Right. You understand? But you don't come there and talk like for say nothing not happy. We know they do nothing. We dishonest. We this. Come here. I take the greatest exception to that. Right, Mr. I'm not saying they make progress. We not don't do everything 100%, but we made a lot of progress. And let us end on this one. I will find out the correct things here. Yeah. Professor Wui, they set up a commission of inquiry where they sit in a Miata conference hall. Professor Wui is the first person who face him as former education minister under the Sababu project. They look all kinds of things, they did not find him wanting. And the entire team collapsed. It discontinued. There was nowhere we were involved in that. Now be set up. And that was the precedent you set. Yeah, and that's just what we followed.
All right, thank you very much, Abubakar. Just to say quickly, they come back to you, Minkailo. Mr. Sise still maintains saying that they make progress and then go continue for work with on.
I want for status I end, yeah. And they forget about the order for do the commissions of inquiry because then I hold debate all together. You see, they don't make several agreement them. We very progressive probably are not aware. I want to just say no say me na one person way not to just grab and can a media for talk before ever they come they get serious engagement. CDR Tunis is the National Publicity Secretary and as I sit here I get the documents to the effect within opposition to the international mediators and to government are aware of everything will happen. Waiting me to say I still emphasize on this point. Creomancy inside today, you know the thing for talk. You know, we say honesty, they are not the thing by the conversation. Because when you state the truth, do it right, in the end, we're not going to by implementation, you don't pass 1 year, you know, they can't go to 2025, very soon they approve the next electoral calendar year. I mean, we still need by this implementation. We say honesty, they not the thing by the conversation. You the end and quick. So I want to know, say, where CD Tunis and the executive who can sit down, get the briefing before ever kind of media and know about every agreement, every engagement, and get all the documents and I mean possession. No, before we come to the way forward, no, then the way forward of the party is there. It's in the own perspective in our political prisoners and politically motivated cases, different from what you obtain. Any agreement or any law we make, there's a spirit behind that law. Waiting at the spirits behind this agreement will be make, especially resolution 4. Now because you know say people and they will be arrested during the elections. Now look like chairperson at Tonkolili, Madam Yabum Sisi. Now that by-election Tonkolili, maybe they take place that constituency 55, Samara Bendugu. Then go arrest them, only 30 days they run court. All these are politically motivated cases. Now the spirit behind the agreement, if you understand, and not say not a definition within a dictionary, not the contextual definition of what actually make you sign the agreement to look into. Waiting at the spirit behind the agreement to sign say politically motivated cases, now for look. But if you don't sign the law, you say this, no, not to say the law say, even the law flexible. You know they follow the law sometimes strict to say so. That is why equity exists. Fairness day, I mean they count equity per law. Because until they get for be flexible for ensure say things that come up fine. We need for modern thing in the
So Mikhailo, we wrap up this edition of the program. Waiting at the way forward from the APC.
Now yeah, the way forward. Before the way forward, he said me say they're not involved. I say we are not adequately involved. Why I say adequately? Just to say for minority, I mean by adequately. But you understand? If you go put the minority in A1 against 9 other people, the A1 Green they represent APC, 9 other people they represent SNPP. Now adequate representation, not adequate representation. No, but that is a steering committee, and the steering committee must be properly constituted. We need to know that clearly. The way forward, APC don't state that, yeah, in the position paper. We to state as a party now that we want government and the international mediators and for going and the doing board. Now sit down, we get a conversation for reconstitute the steering committee. We will implement the tripartite recommendations because some of them therefore do it electoral reforms. Some of them therefore do with the next set of elections. That's not the way forward. We cannot do this in isolation. The SNPP cannot do it in isolation. The roadmap now that for summarize, we need for going at the drawing board and agree on the steering committee, the constitution and the composition. We forget adequate representation. Otherwise, I mean, the APC will feel cheated. We not go think in a fair process, and we not go think in the SNPP honest.
Yeah, so let's just assure me, brother. In spite of me,
ask for.
Very much so. Now, it's about flexibility. We always ready for do that one day, yeah. And on that basis, I start my discussion that they give, we say give. We lead to the resolution in the first place, yeah, and the implementation back. We will continue to make conception. We continue to make.
This will continue forever. We
will continue to make concessions. No, it's not going to be forever. We continue to make concessions until the thing is fully implemented. We continue to demonstrate a high level of flexibility because this is about national peace and national cohesion in the country. I want to get assurance today. And make you know say we never not hold the hype on this wire. It is work in progress. Yes. Every agreement where people they make any side when it comes to implementation along the way you like get sticking issues where it takes more time for address. No go smoothly like how we don't anticipate. You understand? But that does not mean at the end of the day we not go do what we are supposed to do. We on the side as government we not get nothing for it. We not get no games for play. This is about Sierra Leone. The initiative started with our president, and we fully committed to implementing everything to the letter. Let them be rest assured of that. For now, Honorable Abdulkabode as leadership of parliament. Leadership of parliament, it got the people, the representative them, where they under them. So that the first consideration in the country, yeah. As the thing they progress, everyone is going to be involved. Now making this initial order put, journalists and they CSO they did this is the all man they. I mean, it is so broad. Now, for sure, say we all look from that national lens. They say this now we all business, and so we continue for Luca. And nobody else has stepped APC by this one because, as a matter of fact, now we're in the get this business here, and now we're in the go on and say, you know.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Abubakar Joseph from the communications, the strategic communications unit at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, and also Mikhailo Payambako Mawe comes from the APC communications unit. Well, this morning we don't look at the agreement for national unity 1 year down the line, waiting at the progress where both parties don't make so far for implement some of the things they already agree with. We don't hear from the APC get concerned, but just to say don't assure them say they as a government they go work hand in hand with the opposition for let them done for implement all waiting the inside this particular agreement. Well, plenty thank you to you who don't join me this morning. Like all time when they join Liberty Online TV for get on a credible and balanced information. And don't forget November 29 we get with fundraising anniversary dinner na the View Restaurant and Hotel at the rooftop just for 250,000. If you want a ticket, reach out to anybody na Liberty Online TV. Don't forget for send your donation, no matter how little we go appreciate them because we want for sustain the institution so that we go able for use of platform for bring council on a credible information but different things that only happen at the country. Me na Khadija Bango, they say have a blessed day.
Alright, many times to the production team. Now Princess Pias produces the program when we get technical support from Musa Sao Kuruma together with Emmanuel Manley Campbell and Dennis Kamara, Bibi cameraman for today. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabadi, so get a good day and goodbye.